What's the moment that made you decide being nice wasn't working anymore? I used to be the person everyone called when they needed something. The one who would drop everything to help a friend, move or stay late at work to finish someone else's project. My boss would text me at 11 p.m., and I'd respond immediately. I'd cover shifts when coworkers called in sick. I'd volunteer for the projects nobody wanted. I was raised to believe kindness would always come back to you. For 5 years at Davidson Media, I was the first to arrive and the last to leave. I helped my coworkers meet their deadlines. I brought coffee for the team when everyone was stressed. I even let my boss, Diane, take credit for my ideas during presentations because she said it would look better coming from management. When my dad got sick last year, I asked Diane if I could work remotely 2 days a week so I could drive him to chemo. She sighed and said, "We really need you in the office, but I suppose we can make it work for a month or two." I was so grateful that I worked twice as hard on my office days, making sure nothing fell through the cracks. Dad's treatment was supposed to last 6 months, but after 3 months, Diane called me into her office. She said the remote arrangement wasn't working, the team needed me physically present every day, and besides, it had been long enough. I explained that Dad was only halfway through treatment, he couldn't drive himself, and he had no one else. She just stared at me until I lowered my eyes and said, "I understand." I spent the next week burning through my savings to hire drivers for Dad. I was exhausted, constantly worried about him, but still the first one in the office every morning. Then came the Maxwell Project, a huge account that could make or break our quarter. I spent weeks researching, building the pitch, creating mock-ups, everything. I even missed one of Dad's appointments to finish it. The day before the presentation, Diane asked to see my materials. I handed over everything, including my presentation notes. The next morning, I arrived early, excited to present my work, only to find the conference room already full. Diane was at the head of the table, showing my slides to the clients. I stood in the doorway, frozen, as she used my exact words, my research, my ideas. When she saw me, she smiled and said, "Oh, good. Jennifer, can you grab coffee for everyone? We're just getting started." The client turned, saw me, and said, "Aren't you presenting this?" Before I could answer, Diane jumped in and said, "Oh no,